So you would like to make money on YouTube. Well, so would I. And luckily for us, YouTube is adding new ways to do that every single year. So I thought it was about time for an up-to-date monetization guide going over all the ways YouTube currently pays creators and how you can best use them. I will have timestamps down below so you can skip to the ones that you would like to learn more about. So let's start with the first one, and that is ad revenue, the most popular way people make money on this platform. The first thing you think about when you think making money on YouTube is probably this method. The way it works is that YouTube will pay you for ads that run before, during, and even after your videos. By the way, I'm specifically talking about long form YouTube videos. We're going to get to shorts in a little bit, but YouTube takes 45%, you get the other 55%, and that is like very basically how it works. As long as you are in the partner program, your videos will just be monetized and you can start to make money simply by posting videos. Unfortunately though, you can't turn this one on right away. To qualify, you need 1,000 subscribers and either 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months or 10 million valid shorts views in the last 90 days. Once you hit that though, that is it. You are fully in the YouTube partnership program. Now, unfortunately, not all views in the partnership program pay the same. Depending on your niche and your audience, some videos might pay $20 for every 1,000 views, while other videos might pay 20 cents for every 1,000 views. So for some creators, ad revenue, even early on, can absolutely start paying some bills. For others, not so much. Like I said, it depends on audience and it depends on your niche. If your viewers live in a country where ad rates are generally higher, then advertisers will be paying more in those countries and therefore you will get a larger piece of the pie. But for example, if your audience is younger and advertisers aren't spending as much to reach that particular audience, there's just not as much to go around. And I want to clear up a common myth here too. Just because your videos are longer doesn't mean they're necessarily going to make more money. Sure, you can spam ads yourself in the video all throughout, but if users aren't watching the video long enough to even reach those points where you've placed an ad, they're not going to end up paying out anything. So when it comes to ad revenue and even getting yourself to the level where you can earn money from ad revenue, it's just about making the very best videos you possibly can and making them no shorter or no longer than they need to be. But that is just one piece of the puzzle, and we have a lot more methods to get to. Let's go into shorts real quick. The requirements for unlocking ad revenue for YouTube Shorts are exactly the same as ad revenue for long form videos: 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, or 10 million shorts views within the last 90 days. Once you're in the partnership program, you can earn revenue on your shorts and you can earn revenue from posting long form videos as well. The way ads run on shorts is a little bit different though. Instead of ads being placed in the middle of a YouTube short, ads play a lot of times in the feed between YouTube shorts. This means the revenue is getting split between you and other creators in that particular pool, and after music licensing deals are done, you usually end up taking away like a 45% chunk of the money that is spent on those ads. And I'll be honest, the pay, at least right now, for shorts views is way lower than it is for long form views. If you're regularly getting 500,000 or 1 million views from shorts, you're probably not going to be quitting your day job anytime soon. Ad rates have gotten better, but if you're just relying on shorts, you're going to need millions and millions of views pretty consistently. So to answer the question we get all the time, can shorts creators really make any real money? The answer is yes, but the bar is really high. You need really high quality shorts that get a lot of views. The third method on the list is YouTube Premium revenue. The nice thing about this is that there are no extra requirements. You just need to be in the full YouTube partnership program. So again, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, or 10 million shorts views in 90 days, boom, partner program. And now you're also getting revenue from the YouTube Premium program. Basically, when someone with YouTube Premium watches your videos, they're not seeing an ad, which means there's no ad revenue to share. Instead, you get a cut of the money that they pay for their subscription to YouTube Premium. But the good news about this is that YouTube Premium viewers are typically paying more than you would normally get from an ad viewer. I just want to stress that just because people watch you with Premium, it's not going to double your YouTube ad revenue or your YouTube income overnight. But from what we've seen, in terms of your monthly total revenue, YouTube Premium can represent anywhere between like 5 and 15%. Now, before we dive into the next methods for making money, I need to clarify a new thing that happened a couple years ago when it comes to the YouTube partnership program that makes talking about this a little bit confusing. So in 2023, YouTube launched a brand new type of partnership program that is basically one step lower than the one we've been talking about up till now, where you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Essentially, once you hit 500 subscribers and 3 videos in the last 90 days, and either 3,000 hours of watch time or 3 million shorts views in the last 90 days, you unlock fan funding. This technically means you are in the YouTube partnership program, but you have not yet unlocked ad revenue methods of making money. So the next few monetization methods we're going through are going to be available to those in that lower tier of the partnership program. First up is channel memberships. How they work is once you set this up, fans of your channel can contribute to you on a monthly basis, and you get to set up all the different pricing tiers for how much they pay versus what they get in return. What they get in return is completely up to you. Custom badges, emotes, exclusive videos, even exclusive live streams. All this stuff is available for you to decide what to give in return for this monthly revenue. With YouTube, the cut here is about a 70-30 split. You get 70%, YouTube gets 30%. My biggest tip if you're setting up a membership program is to make sure that whatever you offer does not require any more work for you, whether you have 1 member or 1,000 members. For example, I strongly advised against a perk that basically requires you to write a handwritten letter to every new member you get. Instead, doing a regular members only live stream can be a great way to give value to any amount of members that you happen to have at that time. To determine what perks work the best, I would just look at other creators in your niche to see what they're offering, to see what the audience of this particular niche has come to expect from different membership programs. Next up, I'm going to combine these two, Super Chats and Super Stickers. These unlock at that 500 sub tier of the partnership program. And the way it works is that Super Chats basically exist while you're live. People can give you a certain amount of money, they can write a message, and that message will appear big and colorful in the chat. It'll also pin itself to the top depending on how much they donated, and that will determine how long it kind of stays pinned to your chat. I've seen people spend a couple bucks just to say hello or ask a question real quick, all the way to $100 just because people really enjoy supporting their favorite creators while they're live. YouTube takes its 30% cut of these as well, but they can be really great if you have an engaged audience who wants to support you financially. Super Stickers are basically the same thing, but they're a great alternative for someone who wants to support you, but they don't really want to write a message. And what'll happen is they send one and it's this little animated GIF that's just kind of hanging out in chat for a little while. Can small channels benefit from this? Absolutely. Even if you cater to 10 or 20 viewers, you might have people who are willing and able to super chat to you. My tip to you is to make sure you thank people who send you super chats. If they ask a question, absolutely answer that question. If you've ever been in a really large live stream with like thousands of people chatting, you might notice those creators don't really get to all their super chats. That is simply because some of them just make a lot of money and get a lot of super chats all at once, and it becomes very difficult to keep up. That does not mean you should follow that example. If you are a small channel and you have the ability to keep up with your super chats, you should absolutely do so. Number 7 is also in the super category, but this time it's called Super Thanks. They're unlocked at that lower level tier of the partnership program, and basically the way they work is if you have a video you've posted, somebody can leave a super thanks comment on the video. They're allowed to give anywhere between $2 all the way up to $500. And before you ask, no, I've not personally seen anybody give a $500 super thanks, but let me know in the comments if you have. If this is a feature you have, but you're finding people aren't using it, I would say not to push too hard, but maybe once in a while, let people know that if they appreciate the content you're making, they can maybe leave a super thanks down below just to, show their appreciation. Personally, though, if I were to ask someone to do anything, it would probably be to get them to watch another video. I think that's them being more likely to support me in the future rather than using my one ask per video if I have that on super thanks. Number 8 is YouTube Shopping. Think of it as YouTube's version of TikTok Shop. This one's pretty new, but right now you can attach products to videos, shorts, live streams, and people can actually find and buy those products from YouTube's page, and they don't have to Google anything. If someone does that, you get a cut of that sale. To have access to this feature, though, you need to be in the top tier partnership program, that 1,000 subscriber, 4,000 hour threshold. From there, you can set up a shop through Shopify, Spreadshirt, Fourth Wall, or a service like that. From there, you can tag products directly within your content, and you can even set up a store tab on your YouTube channel. Do you have to have your own merch to use the shopping feature? No, actually you do not. You can actually tag approved products from different brands, and you can earn commissions off those sales. In fact, YouTube even has an affiliate program that offers creators with 15,000 subs or more to get paid 5 to 20% commissions every time their audience buys something. The tip here that I have for you is to make sure if you're using this that the product you're pitching is relevant to your audience. Fitness creators who tag a resistance band? Yeah, that seems to make sense. A gaming channel all of a sudden pitching you to buy a blender? Not so much. This is a relatively new feature, and I would argue it's kind of underused at the moment, so it could be a huge opportunity to make some money, but I would also caution that it's not the be-all end-all. Number 9 is YouTube BrandConnect, and this is where we get into sponsored content. This, though, is a built-in service that YouTube actually runs, where brands can come to you and offer you different deals for pitching their products or services in your videos. Instead of you reaching out to brands yourself, YouTube can set up the connection for you, basically. What you get from turning this on are more opportunities, because there are already brands who are looking for creators in your niche to promote their products or services. And YouTube is letting them use this tool to find you. For you, you get all these different tools that allow you to accept offers, manage the campaigns. You can even get your creator brief inside of YouTube Studio. Another thing you get is the custom media kit. And this could be something that you can basically print out from YouTube, and it has all of your channel metrics on there that a brand would be interested in. And from there, you can bring that to brands yourself to prove improve where you're at on YouTube right now in terms of how many views you get, your demographics, things like that. In short, BrandConnect is here to take the headache away from finding brand deals and sponsorships. The contracts are standardized, the payments all go through YouTube, and you get to find sponsors without actually having to go and hunt for them. If this is something you decide to use though and you qualify for it, I'm going to caution you not to just take any brand deal just because you have the opportunity to. If you're a cooking channel, maybe promoting board games is not the right fit. A good example though is that if you were a channel that perhaps educated people on how to grow on YouTube and you happen to have a product that also helped people grow their channels and it happened to be called vidIQ, then maybe that would be like a good fit. And then what you could do is like on every video, you could like leave a link to that thing at the bottom and tell people it's like free. You can just try it. And yeah, there are paid tools too that kind of unlock a lot for you. And it can really offer a lot of insights and value. And you could say the link is down below and it offers an exclusive deal to people who watch your videos. You'd say things like that, right? And it would provide value to the audience because it'd be a good fit because you would be a YouTube education channel providing an education product. Anyway, it's a great way to land sponsorship deals, but just like every good way to make money, it can be used incorrectly. So make sure you're taking deals that make sense. Number 10 is affiliate marketing. And I have talked about this already in this video, but this is specifically affiliate marketing outside of YouTube. What's nice about this is that you can turn this on tomorrow. If you have 0 subscribers, you can start affiliate marketing today. The way it works is you recommend a product, you provide a unique link, people click that link, you get a commission if they happen to buy something. It really depends on which affiliate programs you join, but commissions can range from like 5% to 20%. A common question here is, okay, should I just join the Amazon affiliate program? And you can, but it's not necessarily for everybody. A lot of different brands have affiliate programs. One you've probably seen a lot, for example, are the different VPN companies. If tech channels happen to talk about a VPN, they'll usually be affiliated with one of the many that there are. If you happen to be a YouTube education channel that educates people on how to grow on YouTube, maybe you would join the vidIQ affiliate program, which is actually a thing. And find out more information about that, link down below. My tip for you is, of course, not to just say link down below, but to actually show the thing that you are affiliated with, show yourself using it, and show your audience how this thing can provide value to them. This is especially powerful for channels who do any kind of product reviews or things like that. Very often, if they are in the Amazon affiliate program, they'll have affiliate links, and you've probably clicked on some yourself. I've done so for sure. It's a great way to kind of support the creator who just showed you this cool thing while not actually giving them any extra money, right? You're going to buy it anyway. Why not give them a cut? I would say if this is something you're going to do, I would tailor your links on a per video basis. If in this video you're using a specific piece of gear or a product or a service, then maybe that's the time to put that affiliate link in. And you can join a lot of different affiliate programs and use the different links throughout different pieces of content. The best part about affiliate programs, though, is that if you convert a lot of sales, this can be huge if you're going out and looking for potential sponsors later on, because it shows that your audience is willing to spend money and you are good at promoting different products. These next two are really new, but number 11, let's start here with YouTube Gifts, formerly known as Jewels. You won't really see these around YouTube unless you're watching a lot of vertical live streams in the short shelf. They're pretty simple though. The way it works is that you could be watching a creator on the short shelf while they're live, and you can hit the little gift icon, and then you can choose what kind of gift you want to give them. Essentially, it shows a little animation, but you're just kind of choosing how much money to give them. What's kind of cool about them is that they appear as an overlay for the entire live stream, so if you give a gift, everybody can see it. Essentially though, these are basically super chats, but just for the vertical live streams rather than the horizontal ones. And then perhaps the newest monetization method that I'm still trying to learn about myself is the YouTube player for education. According to YouTube's help page, if you create educational videos or shorts, our educational partners like schools and teachers may choose to embed your content in their learning materials. When educational partners choose to embed your content or watch your already embedded content, they may be using Player for Education. This gives teachers a way to show your content to their students without having ads on it. It literally says, even though there aren't any ads, you can still earn money from the amount of time people watch your videos in the player. As far as I can tell, this is YouTube basically paying you out of their own pockets so that they can become a stronger force in education across the board. Let me know if this is something you've thought about doing. I think this feature might even still be rolling out, but it's very interesting. And I think depending on the kind of content you make, you might be a perfect fit for this program. Perhaps the strangest monetization method, though, that you're going to hear me talk about today is licensing out your content. This particular money-making method flies under the radar, but it can be very profitable depending on, again, the kind of content you make. Here's how it works. Basically, media outlets like TV stations, or hey, even other creators might see your content and they might want to use it themselves. Instead of letting them just rip your content and then you sit there and hope for a little bit of credit, you can license that content to them. And there's actually companies that exist that will help you broker these types of deals so that if your content ends up in the evening news, you get something for that. You don't have to go through those programs though. Let's say you capture a storm that happened, that rolled through your community quality, and you got this really awesome footage of it. If the news reaches out to you, you can absolutely set the terms yourself as to how much you want them to give you to license that for their evening story. Oftentimes, if a certain type of clip goes viral, this is something that can absolutely happen to you. Is this kind of thing only for viral creators though? Absolutely not. Even niche stuff like really rare events or drone footage or very in-depth tutorials can be things that get licensed out. It's kind of like when people use stock footage, only this is like way more specific. Essentially, if you feel like the content you're capturing is really unique, then I would absolutely look into licensing it. So there you go, over a dozen different ways to make money on YouTube. The big takeaway here is that you don't need all of them. Try to figure out which ones work better for you. Maybe you hit monetization through the partnership program. Maybe you start up a membership. Maybe you have a couple affiliate links, and that's all you really have to do. You don't have to use all of these if you're overwhelmed. It is hard. Monetizing on YouTube is hard. Even getting there is difficult, and that's why this video is here for you, because if you're finding YouTube to be a struggle, hopefully this will make it a little bit easier.